All right, part 2 of this lesson. The lost sheep of Israel are the Negroes experiencing Native Americans. We're going to continue on through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shemi Al-Shah.
Right.
Go ahead.
Matthew 19?
9:27.
Matthew 9:27. And when Yahushua departed thence, 2 blind men followed him, crying and saying, Thou son of David, have mercy on us.
Exactly. Son of David, have mercy on us. So how's he son of David to a virgin birth? That's okay. Read.
And when he was come into the house, the blind men came to him. And Yahushua said unto them, Believe ye that I am able to do this?
Exactly. Do you believe I can heal you? Read. You have faith? Go ahead.
They said unto him, Yea, Lord. Then touched he their eyes, saying, According to your faith, be it unto you.
Exactly. There's a spiritual aspect going on. According to your faith, you're going to be healed. Read.
And their eyes were open. And Yahushua straightly charged them, saying, See that no man know it. But they, when they were departed, spread abroad his fame in all the country.
Okay, so they told everybody anyway. They were so happy they got healed. They told people that they got healed by Yahushua. Go ahead.
As they went out, behold, they brought to him a dumb man possessed with a devil. And when the devil was cast out, the dumb spake. And the multitudes marveled, saying, It was never so seen in Israel.
Exactly. This has never been seen in Israel. Somebody could heal somebody that was dumb and deaf from birth. Go ahead.
But the Pharisees said, He stretched out the devils through the prince of the devils.
Read.
And Yahushua went about all the cities and villages, teaching in the synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom.
Exactly. So people say the gospel is the death, burial, and resurrection of Yahushua. But he's preaching the gospel before he even died. So how does that make sense? What did he say? What did he say?
He said he can't read it.
You can't read? Who's that a sign for? Anyway, go ahead.
And healing every sickness and every disease among them.
Go ahead.
But when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion.
Yeah, he moved with compassion. They were seeking out to be healed. Read.
And
this is a point. Go ahead.
On them, because they fainted and were scattered abroad.
Exactly. We were scattered abroad. Read.
As sheep having no shepherd.
Exactly. He was looking for him as a sheep having no shepherd. So Yahweh tried the shepherd. That's plain. But the point is coming up. And this is what we're out here doing. And Lord willing, these brothers come into the fold at the same time. Keep dripping.
Then said he unto his disciples,
We say Yahweh tried to read.
The harvest truly is plenteous.
The harvest is plenteous. What's the harvest? The people that's willing to come into this truth and have faith. Read.
But the laborers are few.
Laborers are few. Even though you might see Israelites on YouTube and Facebook, there's not that many of us out here. This might maybe 10, 15, 20,000 maybe, max. And we need 144,000 to wake up. How's that going to happen? Laborers are few. We need more laborers doing this work. More force, more boots on the ground.
That's right.
And that's what we're trying to do, feed the flock.
That's right.
Ezekiel and Zechariah is doing. Go ahead.
Pray ye therefore the Most High of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into this harvest.
Exactly. He prayed to the Most High. He sent forth laborers into his harvest. And that's what we're doing. That's all through the Spirit. We want to feed the sheep and gather the lost sheep before Yahushua returns.
That's right.
That's the point.
That's right.
Get, where we at? Go to the next chapter, Matthew 10 and 5. Get to 5 and 7.
Matthew 10 and 5. These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into the way, into any city of the Samaritans. Enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Exactly. All the laborers go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Don't go to the heathens, don't go to the Gentiles. Go bid the Israelites to the marriage. They don't know who they are. That's what Paul was doing. Paul didn't get sent to the Gentiles or anything like that. He was sent to the Israelites that were Gentile state of mind, and that could be proven. But the laborers that were sent forth to the apostles, they were all sent forth to the work of the Most High. That is, you know what I'm saying?
And as ye go, preach saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
The kingdom of heaven is at hand. That's ruling the earth is at hand. You don't want to be conquering the sins of this Babylonian kingdom. And that's what it says in Revelation 18. Come up out of our people. Don't be partakers of our plagues. Whatever Matthew 18. And get Matthew 18, 10, and then read 17.
Matthew 18 and 10.
Read.
Take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones.
Exactly. Don't despise anybody that comes up trying to seek the truth. Read.
For I say unto you that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father,
Exactly. Read.
which is in heaven. For the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost.
He saved the people that were lost, the Israelites, lost sheep. Go ahead.
How think ye, if a man have 100 sheep,
If you have 100 sheep, read.
will one of them be gone astray?
Yeah, if one of them loses his way, gone astray, go ahead.
Doth he not leave the 99 and go into the mountains and seek that which is gone astray?
Exactly. Not even though you have 100 sheep, one goes astray, you want to get that one back. That's part of your pasture. That's part of your flock. That's what we're trying to do. Everybody that's lost in this world, in this ideology, we need to wake them up first and foremost, tell them who they are, tell them to repent and keep the laws. That's the job. One person's enough a day, period. Go ahead.
And if so be that he find it, verily I say unto you, he rejoiceth more of that sheep.
Exactly. He rejoiced finding one sheep than the 99 they left behind. Go ahead.
Than of the 99 which he had not astray.
Exactly. Everybody that's not lost is fine, but the one lost person, he's more joyous to that one sheep. So y'all brothers are that one sheep, obviously, that we talking about right now, but we're looking for more sheep. The laborers are few. We want more laborers, like I said before. Is that it?
Even so, it is not the will of your Father which is in heaven that one of these little ones shall perish.
Exactly. The Most High don't want none of us to perish, but 2/3 never perish. But before that happens, we're trying to gather in the lost sheep. Is that 17? Go down to 17. So yeah, that's the basics of this lesson right now. We've been lost sheep because we fell away from our heritage. We sinned against the Most High. We forsake the law. And now we're here to say that's exactly what you need to do now. Keep the laws, know who you are, and maintain and endure to the end. Because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. That's what he's talking about in Matthew. That's right. Or Matthew 10. Is that it?
Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault.
Exactly. Go and tell him his fault. Read.
Between thee and him alone.
Exactly. Go ahead.
If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
Yeah, you gained the brother back. Tell me you sinning, brother, you don't know what you're doing. If he listens, hey, you gained the brother again. So what else?
But if he will not hear thee.
Exactly. What else? Go ahead.
Then take with thee one or two more.
Exactly. Two more brothers to rebuke him. Read.
That in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word may be established.
Everything will be established. If 2 witnesses to agree that you did this, hey, there's witnesses against you. You got to do something about it. Go ahead.
And if he shall neglect to hear them,
you don't hear more than one person, read.
Tell it unto the church.
Exactly. Tell it to everybody in the congregation. Read.
But if he neglect to hear the church,
exactly. If you still be scornful and bucking up, go ahead.
Let him be unto thee as a heathen.
Exactly. Let the Israelite be as a heathen. That's how you become a heathen. You don't follow the laws. You don't want to keep the commandments.
That's right.
That's plain out of Yahweh's mouth. If you don't want to be a brother, like it says in Leviticus, surfing out your brother to sin, you're going to be as a heathen. That's what the Israelites did. They were living in Greece, Rome, all these other nations being heathens because they weren't following the ways of their customs. Is that it? That's 17?
Unto thee as a heathen man and a publican.
Exactly. You're wicked at that point. You're a heathen. And that's what Acts 10 is about. Where it talks about it's unlawful for us to join into a people, what does it say?
Keep company with
keep company with a person inside a Jew. that's talking about people that's living like heathens. But he was still a Jew. Cornelius was a Jew. Get where we at? 17. Get Psalms 119 and 176. This is cold dagger. Cold dagger. Cold dagger. 119 and 76. That's like one of the longest books in the Bible.
Oh, 119?
Yeah, Psalms 119. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like 180 verses.
There's a couple cuts in there too.
Yeah, 119
all
is
119,
powerful.
yeah.
The whole 119 is powerful. Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Psalms 119, 176. And this is I'm bringing out 2 or 3 scriptures in Psalms that prove Israelites are the sheep. You don't gotta believe, we believe it, but obviously people that are in church, they believe the sheep are all the different nations. This is going to put that to an end. Go ahead.
I have Psalms 119, 176. I have gone astray like a lost sheep.
Exactly. I've gone astray like a lost sheep. Read.
I seek thy servant, for I do not forget thy commandments.
Exactly. Who's the servant of the Most High? Israel. That says in Isaiah 44 and Isaiah 45. Who's the servant? Is that it? Get Psalm 103. 119 verse 3.
Jacob thy servants.
Yeah, exactly. That's Isaiah 45.
It be like this all year? Like
that?
the weather? It be like this all year, the weather?
Nah.
Nah, it's colder than usual. It's colder than what it usually is.
It's cold today.
Yeah, it's been like in the 40s, which is like rare, honestly.
I'm starting to see my breath.
Yeah, exactly. It's never this cold out here. The sack has been like 48 degrees too, so. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's colder than usual. Get that?
Psalms 103.
No.
Know ye that the Most High is. Know ye that Yahweh, He is a power.
Exactly. Go ahead.
It is He that had made us,
Exactly. He made it the Israelites as well. Read.
and not we ourselves.
Uh-huh.
We are His people,
We are His people. Talking about the Israelites. Read.
and the sheep of His pasture.
The what?
And the sheep of His pasture.
Cold. We're the sheep of the Most High's pasture, the Israelites. That's it. Who wrote that?
That's it. That just is praise.
Okay. Usually says Asaph and David.
Yeah.
Psalms 100 verse 3. And we're going to get another one. Get Psalm 79. I'll read 113. See, I mean, that's just plain and simple. When these Christians talking about you don't got to read the Old Testament, that's a slap in the face to the Most High and Christ.
That's right.
Because Christ said, I come in the volume of the book. You can't get any type of understanding without the Old Testament, quote unquote. And especially the Apocrypha. Like the Apocrypha, this cuts all that Gentile madness to death. Because it talks about how we went off and forsook our laws to become Greeks. Jew or Greek, that's talking about the Jews that want to be Greeks. That's it. Go on.
Psalms 79 and 1. O Yahweh, the heathen are come into thine inheritance.
Exactly, they come into our inheritance. Them fake Jews are in our inheritance. Jerusalem, go ahead.
Thy holy temple have they defiled.
Exactly, them Greeks defiled our temple before 70 AD, but go ahead.
They had laid Jerusalem on heaps. The dead bodies of thy servants have they given to be meat unto the clouds of the heaven.
Exactly, they destroyed us, read.
And the flesh of thy saints unto the beasts of the earth. Their blood have they shed like water round about Jerusalem.
Exactly, they just killed us, read.
And there was none to bury them. We are become a reproach to our neighbors.
Yeah, we become a reproach to them, read.
A scorn and derision to them that are round about us.
Go ahead.
How long, Yahweh, wilt thou be angry forever?
Exactly, you're going to be angry forever, read.
Shall thy jealousy burn like fire? Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen.
Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen, read.
That have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that had not called upon thy name.
Exactly. They don't know the name of Yahweh. They fear the Most High. Go ahead.
For they have devoured Jacob.
They devoured the Israelites. Read.
And laid waste his dwelling place. Oh, remember not against us former iniquities.
Don't remember our former iniquities. Once we repent, read.
Let thy tender mercy speedily prevent us.
Exactly. He's going to have mercy on us that repent. Read.
For we are brought very low. Help us.
Exactly. Help us from God. Read.
O power of our salvation.
Exactly. Read.
For the glory of thy name, deliver us.
Exactly. For the glory of your name, deliver us. That's what we're talking about in Egypt. When Most High wanted to destroy us when we was in the wilderness for making that golden calf, Moses was like, why'd you deliver us out of Egypt just to have us destroyed in the wilderness? All nations gonna look at us like you're a hypocrite. So that's why he had mercy on us in the wilderness as well. Go ahead.
Help us, O power of our salvation, for the glory of thy name, and deliver us, and purge us away our sins.
Purge our sins. Go ahead.
For thy name's sake.
For Yahweh's sake, read.
Wherefore should the heathen say, where is their power?
Where is their God? Read.
Let him be known among the heathen in our sight.
Exactly. Let him be known among the heathen in our sight. When he come back and destroy them, he's going to realize who the true Israelites are. Read.
By the revenging of the blood of thy servants which is shed.
Exactly. He's going to revenge us and teach these heathen a lesson.
Bring him over here because he's going to drown out.
Okay.
Wherefore should the heathen say, where is their power? Let him be known among the heathen in our sight.
Exactly. He'll be known when the Most High sends the sun back and destroys them. Read.
Revenging of the blood of thy servants which is shed.
Exactly. Revenge us. Read.
Let the sign of the prisoner come before thee according to the greatness of thy power. Preserve thou those that are appointed to die.
Exactly. Preserve those that are appointed to die. Go ahead.
And render unto our neighbors sevenfold into their bosom.
Exactly. Whatever they did to us, return back to them sevenfold. Read.
Their reproach wherewith they have reproached thee, O Lord.
Go ahead.
So we, thy people and sheep of thy pasture,
Sheep of thy pasture. That's what it said again. The Israelites. Read.
will give thee thanks
We're going to give the Most High thanks when he delivers us. Read.
forever.
Exactly. That 13.
We will show forth thy praise to all generations.
Exactly. We're going to show forth praise to the Most High when he takes us out of this captivity. When he punishes these other nations for punishing us. And that's all prophecy. But we got, let me see. Go to Psalm 74 and let's read 1 and 2. And then I might cut this short. Let me see what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it short after this next few. What time is it? You know what time it is? You know what time? Okay, yeah, we got our session. Okay. I'm gonna try to cut it off. 2 hour drive back. We got like, I live in Sacramento, yeah. Huh? Who, you? Well, yeah, 2 hours here, 2 hours back. Yeah, yeah. Gotta do the work, brother. You know? I don't mind driving 2 hours to do the work. I ain't doing nothing else on the weekend. Go ahead.
Psalm 74 and 1. Oh, Yahweh, why hast thou cast us off forever? Off forever. Why doth thine anger smoke against the sheep of thy pasture?
That's sheep of thy pasture again. So when Yahweh starts talking about the lost sheep of Israel and my sheep hear my voice, that's talking about us. We're supposed to hear this word and come back to the laws and realize what's at stake. The kingdom of heaven is at stake. Go ahead.
Remember thy congregation which thou hast purchased of old.
Exactly. Most High purchased us out of all the other nations. He separated us from all the other nations. He chose us to keep his laws, to be the rulers of this earth. Go ahead.
The rod of thine inheritance which thou hast redeemed. This Mount Sion, wherein thou hast dwelt.
Yep, the Most High dwells on Zion. It says in Joel 2:27. The Most High is the midst of Israel, not us. That's true.
Lift up thy feet unto the perpetual desolation.
Get out Isaiah 42 and 6. Read 67 and then 16. Yeah, man, it's basically, it gets redundant for the most part, but obviously there's new brothers that's going to this truth that might see this video and obviously have a spiritual awakening, obviously ultimately up to the Most High to do it. But we're the lost sheep that's in the New Testament. We're the sheep of His pasture, like it says in all these Psalms and different prophecies. You got that?
So 42 and
67 and jump to 16. And read the 24.
All right, Isaiah 42 and 6. I, Yahweh, have called thee righteousness, and will hold thine hand, and will keep thee, and get thee for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles, to open the blind eyes.
Exactly. Open the blind eyes of the Israelites that don't want to see this truth. Read.
To bring out the prisoners from the prison.
Exactly. Everybody that's locked up in prison, blacks and Hispanics, that have been downtrodden and oppressed, we're going to free them. Read.
And them that sit in darkness out of the prison house. Verse 16.
Read.
And I will bring the blind by a way that they knew not.
Exactly. You're going to bring the blind by a way that they knew not. Read.
I will lead them in paths that they have not known.
Exactly. The path, the way they're not known is the path of righteousness, that narrow road, keeping the laws. Read.
I will make darkness light before them.
Exactly. They'll make darkness light before them. We're going to bring it to this light. The truth, or the light is the law. Go ahead.
And crooked things straight.
You're going to make it straight. You're going to make it not sin on that. Go ahead.
These things will I do unto them, and not forsake them.
Yeah, you're not going to forsake us. Read.
They shall be turned back. They shall be greatly ashamed.
Go ahead.
That trust in graven images.
You want to be idolatrous, you're going to be ashamed. Read.
That say to the molten images, ye are our gods.
Exactly. You're going to worship the golden calf, worship a cross. That's madness. The Most High going to put you to shame. Read.
Hear ye, deaf, and look, ye blind.
Hear ye, deaf and blind. He's going to explain who it is. Read.
That ye may see. Who is the blind but my servant?
Who's the blind but my servant? Who's the Most High servant? We're going to get that. Go ahead.
Are deaf, or deaf as my messenger that I sent.
Exactly. Who's the messenger the Most High sent? Read.
Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as the Yahweh's servant.
Exactly. Who is this talking about? We're going to get it. Read.
Seeing many things, but thou observest not.
Exactly. You see many things, but you observe not. You wake up every day in this world, you think everything's perfect. You think going to a 9 to 5 is some type of positive thing. That's modern day slavery. Employee means slave in, was it in French?
In French.
Exactly. Employee means slave in French. You don't even know that. Go ahead.
Opening the ears, but he heareth not.
Exactly. He open your ears, but you don't hear the truth of this word. Go ahead.
Yahweh is pleased for his righteousness' sake.
Go ahead.
He will magnify the law and make it honorable.
You gonna do what?
You will magnify the law.
You gonna magnify the law. Read.
And make it
You gonna
honorable.
focus on the law. You gonna make it honorable. Read.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Robbed and spoiled. Read.
They are all of them snared in holes.
Exactly. Go ahead.
And they are hidden prison houses.
The Israelites are hidden prison houses. They created prison just for us to go into. There was no prisons when we were on them plantations. They created prisons right after we got off the plantations. That's it. That's all it was used for. To put us in bondage still. Legal slavery. Commit a crime, you're a legal slave now. Make a license plates and different items of clothing and those other madness for free. For a penny a day or a penny an hour in prison. Yeah, exactly. 13th Amendment, yes. Go ahead.
They are for a prey.
We're for a prey. Read.
And none deliver it.
None of them deliver us. The Most High going to send his friend to deliver us.
And it's for a spoil. And none say restore.
Go ahead. Where you at?
Who? Verse 23. Who among you will give ear to this?
Who among you is going to give in to this? Who the Israelites going to give in to this message? Read.
Who will hearken and hear for the time to come?
Exactly. The time to come. Jacob's trouble's coming. All the prophecies that haven't happened yet is coming, mainly the destruction. So you got to get right before that time. Read. Who's going to listen to this? Go ahead.
Who gave Jacob for a spoil?
Who gave Jacob for a spoil? Read.
And Israel to the robbers. Did not Yahweh? He against whom we have sinned.
Exactly. The Most High gave us up for that madness and that affliction, but we can give it. We can do it right back. It's in our hands to bring the kingdom. We can keep these laws and repent and have faith to the end, and we can bring the kingdom of heaven on this earth as a collective, not individually, not having a personal relationship with God. That's not in the Bible. Go ahead.
For they would not walk in his ways, neither were they obedient unto his law.
Exactly. We weren't obedient to the Most High's law, so we had to cast us out and put us in punishment. And now it's time to come back and awaken here. What's at stake? Read.
Therefore, he hath poured upon me the fury of his anger.
He poured upon Israel the fury of his anger. Getting put in slavery, captivity after captivity, having to have our babies ripped out of our woman's stomachs. That's all affliction and pain. Read.
And the strength of battle.
Where you at? Isaiah 24. Get Isaiah 44. I mentioned it earlier. Where you get that? 44:1.
Isaiah 44:1. Yet now hear, oh Jacob my servant.
Jacob's his servant. That's what we just read in Isaiah 42. Jacob's his servant. Read.
In Israel, whom I have chosen.
He chose Israel and Jacob. Same, it's synonymous. So, is that it? Get Isaiah 6. And then go to Isaiah 6, 8 to 10. Yeah, like I said in Romans, it's high time to wake up out of sleep if you're a Negro, Hispanic, Native American. These Christian church ain't gonna teach you the truth because they don't know the truth. They learn from the enemy. They learn from the devil. It doesn't make any sense. Why you gonna listen to a slave doctrine? If you don't believe, I mean, hey, that's on you. But if you don't listen, if you want to believe in the Most High and learn the truth of the Bible, you have to learn from an Israelite. That's it. He revealed the secrets to his servants and the prophets. We just read are Jacob and Israelites. Go ahead.
Isaiah 7 and
6 and 8 to 10.
Yeah, 6 and 8. Also, I heard the voice of Yahweh saying,
Read.
whom shall I send? And who will go for us?
Who's going to go for us? Who's going to go through our sin? Read.
Then I said, here am I, send me.
Talking about Isaiah, send me. Read.
And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not.
Exactly, you understand not. You might hear, but you understand not. That's what we just read in Isaiah 42. Read.
And see ye indeed, but perceive not.
Exactly, you don't perceive now. You don't understand what's going on. That's why you need to listen and take heed. And that's what he did. He just said it twice in the same book, the same prophet. Go ahead.
Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes.
Exactly, shut their eyes and make their ears heavy so they can't hear or see. So Most High did it on purpose. Read.
Lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears,
Go ahead.
and understand with their heart.
Exactly, you don't understand with your heart. It's the spiritual aspect now. That's what he's talking about. You gotta see it spiritually. It's a spiritual attack on you. So it's gonna be a spiritual awakening. That's why it says the first Adam. What did it say? The first Adam was it says it in Hebrews. Let me see. Yeah. I don't want to misquote it, but it said the first Adam was what's that? Seven. You got 10? That was it?
It's Sabbath right now.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap.
That's out.
Huh? This is Sabbath right now. So you can't buy nothing. So tomorrow night. What you got? You at 10?
Yeah. Good.
Tomorrow night. So it's chips and dip.
Whatever.
There's some PB and J, you know. But I be leaving my oven on, you know. That's how you cheat. Just remember that for next time. Leave your oven on.
Look, and microwave too, like what you're essentially doing, you're boiling water molecules. So really you're boiling water, man. So you have to keep that in mind too.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man. There's emergencies, you know. But if you, you can just fast. That's what I tell you. Just go ahead and drink some water. Drink whatever you need to drink.
Let me ask you a question. So if the 7th now, right? When's gonna be the next one?
Next Saturday night.
Oh.
Tomorrow night it ends. Next Saturday night, Sabbath begins again. And then the new moon's gonna come in February 7th? I don't know, February. I gotta look at the calendar.
The next one's gonna be the day after Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. So it's probably like February, it's 31 days in January? I don't know. We don't go by the calendar, but the new moon is gonna be in February sometime. Beginning of February.
Oh, so it's every 7 day until you see the new moon again?
Yeah, exactly. So it's gonna change. It's gonna be like Sunday to Monday or Monday to Tuesday, because there's only 360 days biblically. It's 365 days according to the calendar.
I ain't eat no food last night.
You have to fast, like I said, drink some water. So you can make a sandwich. You can make. Yeah, exactly. You gotta prepare. You got some chips. Oh, that's good. But you can't. You can't turn on the oven if it's not on already. You can't make boil nothing. You can't do nothing.
I was prepared for last night.
Yeah, brother, you gotta be prepared. So you can't be sinning. So people get put to death for breaking the Sabbath in the Bible.
That's right.
That's right, man.
You can't do that. Like you don't want to be put to death. What you got?
They convert and be healed. You just wanted 10?
Beat the 10. That's it. Get Ezekiel 37. Get 21. 28. I'm gonna end it to the next one. Yeah, I got more, but I'm gonna end this. It's already past 8. 37 and 21. Appreciate y'all brothers staying though and having patience. So yeah, make a Facebook. Well, actually, you got my number, don't you? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Just tell me what your Facebook is later on, or if you make it probably tomorrow or whatever case, and I'll add you to the group, the Facebook group, and then you can just communicate through there with multiple brothers. I introduce you to the Deacon, Chief, all that. Well, Chief don't really be in the chat, but Deacon be in the chat, and everybody else as far as the officers or whatnot. So
Isaiah 37 and 21.
Ezekiel 37.
Ezekiel 37 and 21. So like
28. Go ahead.
And say unto them, thus says Yahweh, power, behold,
Read.
I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen.
Exactly. You're going to gather up the nation of Israel with our northern kingdom. Read.
Whither they be gone, and will gather them on either side,
Go ahead.
and bring them to their own land.
Israel. Read.
And I will make them one nation
One
in
nation.
the land upon the mountains of Israel.
Go ahead. Slow. That's talking about the whole Israel. That's the Go ahead.
And one king shall be king to them all.
Talking about Yahweh, not King David. Read.
And they shall be no more two nations.
Exactly. You're going to bring us back together. Scattered sheep will come back together under one king as one nation. Read.
Neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all.
Exactly. We're going to come back together, Black, Hispanics, Native Americans, once we come back into this rulership. Read.
Neither shall they defile themselves anymore with their idols.
Exactly. We're going to put away all them false idols, the Muslims, mosque, and what is it, Kaaba stone, whatever you want to call it, all that madness. Any idol you think, rosaries and candles with. Exactly. All that madness is going to be out the window. It's going to be destroyed first and foremost.
That's right.
So, crosses and all that madness is not going to fly. Go ahead.
Nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions.
Go ahead.
But I will save them out of all their dwelling places,
We're going to be saved from all four corners of the earth. Go ahead.
wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their power.
Exactly. We're going to be cleansed and saved. We're going to be righteous in the eyes of the Most High. We're going to put the law, the new covenant. Is that 28? We're going to put the new covenant in us. We're going to be perfect. We're not going to sin no more. Go ahead.
And David, my servant, shall be king over them.
Talking about Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
And they all shall have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments.
We already knew who the shepherd was. You just said it earlier. The shepherd was Yahweh Shai. Read.
And observe my statutes and do them.
Exactly. We're going to do the law because we're going to have it ingrained in us. Go ahead.
And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant,
Go ahead.
wherein your fathers have dwelt.
Uh-huh.
And they shall dwell therein, even they and their children, and their children's children forever.
Exactly. We're going to have dominion forever at that time. Go ahead.
And my servant David shall be their prince forever. Moreover, that's what it says. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them.
Exactly. Covenant of peace with them. Read.
It shall be an everlasting covenant with them. And I will place them and multiply them and set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. My tabernacle also shall be with them. Yea, I will be their power. They shall be my people.
Exactly. We all going to come back around once we get right with the Most High. You know, say the 1/3 of the elect, 2/3 going to be reborn in the kingdom, righteous, obviously, and we're going to rule forever. That's bottom line. Read.
And the heathen shall know that I am Yahweh.
Exactly.
I, the Yahweh,
Go ahead.
do sanctifies Israel. When my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore.
Exactly. We're going to praise the Most High. We're going to be perfect in the kingdom. We're going to be saved from the land of our enemies and the heathens. That's right. We're going to rule over them. Period.
Right.
That's what I have faith in. At all of I seen in my 33 years of life, I have faith in that. You know? And I believe it's going to happen. Go back to Matthew 25. This will be the last one. Matthew 25 and 31. We read earlier about how, what did it say? Cows can be separate from the sheep and the sheep from the lean cow or something like that. This is what Yahweh says.
Matthew 25:31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory,
Son of Man, Yahweh shall read, second coming. Go ahead.
and all the holy angels with him,
Go ahead.
then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory.
Go ahead.
And before him shall be gathered all nations.
Oh my goodness, coalition, the Rainbow Coalition, all nations together. Wrong, read.
And he shall separate them from one another.
He's going to separate all the other nations, read.
As a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats.
Exactly, he's going to divide the sheep from the goats. Who's the sheep? We already brought it out this whole lesson. The Israelites, read.
And he shall set the sheep on his right hand.
Exactly, the right hand side, the righteous side, read.
And the goats on the left.
The goats going to be on that side, because they're not going to be perfect in the kingdom. Read.
Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come ye blessed of my Father.
Come blessed of my Father, read.
Inherit the kingdom.
Inherit the kingdom. Who's going to inherit the kingdom? The Israelites. That's in Daniel. Go ahead.
Prepared for you from the foundation of the world.
Exactly. That's predestination right there. Who's predestinated to get salvation? Who's predestinated to rule the world, rule the kingdom? Who was the earth created for, like I said in 2 Corinthians 6?
That's Yahweh.
The Israelites. That's it. You can't get around it. You got to know the prophecies in the Old Testament and the Apocrypha.
That's right.
Is that it? Go to 34. That 34? All right, man. We're going to close out. Actually, let me see what else I got. Let me see. I might have to bring out one more. Actually, I got two more. Yeah, Hebrews 1. Or Hebrews 13. So, that's I had another little lesson down here, but yeah, I got two more. Hebrews 13 and 1 to 3, and then jump down to 20.
Hebrews 13 and 1.
Bring it out.
Let brotherly love continue.
Let brotherly love continue. That's how we're supposed to treat each other. Like it says in Deuteronomy and Leviticus and all the other laws. Treat our brothers, like we want to be treated. That's what Christians are known for, obviously. Treat people like you want to be treated, but it's only talking about the Israelites. Go ahead.
Be not forgetful to entertain strangers.
Exactly. Be not forget to entertain strangers. They're your own people. Go ahead.
For thereby some have entertained angels unawares.
Exactly. An angel might come down and present himself to you. You don't know if it's an angel or not. You gotta treat that brother like a brother. Go ahead.
Remember them that are in bounds.
Or that sister. Go ahead.
As bound with them.
Exactly. Remember them people that are in prison. That's why they got prison ministries. Priest Kahan out in Florida, that's how Kodak Black woke up. Because Priest Kahan was going to the jail in Florida while Kodak Black was out there. And he woke up to the truth. He knows he's a Levite. And Wyclef John now. Because Priest Kahan was going to the jail. Go ahead.
And them which suffer adversity, as being yourselves also in the Bible.
Exactly. You suffer adversity as one another. You got to bear with each other's burdens. Get 1 Peter. Oh yeah, 20. Verse 20. Go ahead.
Verse 20. Now, the power of peace that brought again from the dead our Lord Yahushua,
exactly. Go ahead.
the great shepherd of the sheep.
The great shepherd of the sheep. It's all synonymous. It all intertwines. Yahushua is the great shepherd of the sheep. We're the sheep, the Israelites. That's all it's talking about. Read.
Through the blood of everlasting covenant.
Exactly. The blood of everlasting covenant. The Most High sent His Son to shed His blood for the nation of Israel, so we are redeemed back. And that second covenant can be implemented once He returns the second time. Go ahead.
Make you perfect in every good work.
Exactly. He'll make us perfect, keep the laws perfectly. Read.
To do His will.
Exactly. What's the Most High's will? Follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Right. Deuteronomy 10 and 12. What else does it say? Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. The whole duty is just to keep the laws. Read.
Working in you that which is well pleasing in His sight.
Exactly. Working well pleasing within His sight, keeping the law. That's it. Go ahead.
Through Hamashiach Yahushua.
Exactly. Follow Yahushua's example. He walked in the law perfectly. We gonna be perfect in it. Go ahead.
To whom be glory forever and ever. Amen.
That's 21. Go to 1 Peter. This will be the last one.
That's what
13. I started at 1 and 3 and went to 20 to 21. Get 1 Peter 2 and 25.
1 Peter 2 and 25. For ye were as sheep going astray.
Exactly. We were as sheep going astray. The Israelites, we went astray by not keeping the commandments, getting scattered. Read.
But are now returned unto the shepherd.
Exactly. We returned unto Yahushua. Go ahead.
And bishop of the souls.
Exactly. The bishop of our souls. Supposed to follow. What did Paul say? Follow me like as I follow Christ. Follow Yahushua. That's the main objective of this lesson today. And obviously, along this walk, you got to follow these laws, follow Yahushua, and have the faith, because the instruction's coming. Things are unfolding as we speak on a daily basis. You follow geopolitics, Trump's acting crazy, Putin's making all these new weaponry to break sound barriers and all that stuff. It's all happening. It's all prophecy. And if you don't believe in the Bible, hey, you're going to perish in America.
That's right.
But with that, we're going to give call Halal, Yahweh by Shimmy Al-Shai, and say death to America.
Death to America.